So we drove forever and ever to get to Orlando on Saturday and made it successfully, which is very exciting. When we got there on Sunday, we sang at Leighton, Denmark's home church, St. Luke's UMC, for their traditional service, and that was wonderful, and they welcomed us with open arms. And then we went to sing at Harbor Chase Assisted Living, just down the street where several of their members go, and got to sing with them. On Monday, we had a really long day, but a super great learning day, a really great immersive experience. We got to do a poverty simulation in the morning at Sanford UMC, and we got to, really experience what it's like for people to live in poverty. And then after that, we got to send a group of our students to a homeless shelter where they got to lead a worship set for the residents at this homeless shelter, which just treats their residents with such dignity and such kindness and helps them find jobs and get mental health counseling, and they just do incredible things with them. And then another group of our kids stayed back at the church and got to work with all the nonprofits that the church works with, including people who provide balls to police officers who respond to domestic violence calls. They got to create signs for kids to hold in front of their faces when they receive a pair of shoes, when they need a pair of shoes. So they just did a lot of service projects there, and then got to do a concert. And then that evening, we got to go to Serenity Towers in Sanford, Florida, and do a concert for them, which is another nursing home that is an underprivileged nursing home in the area, and we got to sing with them and then make crafts with them, which was really fun. And then Tuesday, we got to go to Disney World. We got to take a little bit of a breather after a really long run on Sunday and Monday, and had a lot of fun at Magic Kingdom. And then Wednesday, we headed down to Cocoa Beach, where we got to spend some time on the beach, but then got to go to First Cocoa UMC, which is just right across the street, and do a concert for them. And then the next morning, we woke up super early and headed to Edgewood Children's Ranch, which is a center for kids grades 6 through 12 who are at risk of going into the foster system or going into the juvenile detention system, or have just issues at home that need some rehabilitation. So we got to go and do their chapel service and spend some time with them, which was really a unique experience. And then we got to end the tour going to Hollywood Studios, which is a great way to end a long trip, and finished with Love Feast, which is always an awesome way to end the trip, where the kids share communion together and get to tell each other how they saw God in each other for the week. And then we made the long trek home to Brentwood.